Matt, you guys are 9 in. I mean, your assessment of everything at this point.
Yeah, it was important today coming off our first big scrimmage. Got the coaches off the field, SEC crew. So today was a big day of corrections. I thought as far as just taking care of the football, doing the little things right, set with motion, the little things that you have to do when you go from practice into a game situation. So getting that stuff cleaned up. We did some more situational football today, 2-minute drill, some third down stuff to improve, from where we were in the scrimmage. So really just trying to improve and get the little things right as we move forward.
Saw Royce getting a lot of snaps at guard today. How important is it for your linemen to be able to play multiple positions?
It's big. I've always said to try to find the way to get the 5 best guys on the field. And if that happens with him at tackle, then that's good. But if it happens with him at guard, it's very important that he's a swing man. Obviously, injuries happen throughout the season too. It's, having the ability to play multiple positions is very important.
How important, or do you expect, I should say, that some freshmen will get some play on the offensive line?
You know what? I don't think you ever want to count on those guys, and I think we will this season have to count on them for depth. But you'd like to leave spring practice feeling good about 7 guys, and then hoping some guys could come in and challenge, for depth.
Going back to Saturday scrimmage, what were some of the good things you saw out there?
I thought the running backs ran really hard. I thought there were some good things in the run game, so I really like to see that. Defense had a interception for a touchdown, so that was good to see. They got a couple of turnovers. That was good to see, and didn't really give up the big play in the pass game. They stayed on top and did some good things there. So that their alignment was good. You could tell. Just their leverage and understanding where their help was, things like that just come with playing. You could tell that we had some guys out there that have played some.
How do you rate things like that? Defense gets an interception for touchdown to create turnovers. Obviously, that's good for the defense, but it's like Matt or whoever's playing quarterback.
The head coach is never happy. That's for sure. So it was good that the defense made a play and Sam Williams got a pick for a touchdown. But then we got to take care of the ball. It was a backed up situation. That's why we put quarterbacks in those situations where you're backed up, where if you turn the ball over, it probably is going to be a touchdown. So I think, situational football is so important in understanding that. And the more we can do that, the next time that we go out there as an offense, we'll be better because of it.
Were there any guys who impressed you or surprised you maybe out of the scrimmage?
Yeah, I mean, there were some guys that made some plays. Sam Williams made some plays. I thought Kadir Shepard was really good. Austria Robinson played really good up front. Mike Howard did some good things. Scotty Phillips was really solid. Tylen Knight flashed. He made a couple of explosive runs. That was good to see.
Matt, we really haven't seen you guys scrimmage, but can you kind of describe the physicality element of this spring practice for us? How physical are you guys getting out there?
Yeah, I mean, as we're hitting as much as we possibly can. Obviously, you can only tackle so much, and you got to have certain non-tackle days. But it is physical. But that's one thing with especially young guys on offense. We don't want to find out in the season. We want to find out right now who's going to step up and be physical, and I think that's important. And so that's what we've been doing, and it's been a very physical spring.
Seemed like we got to see you guys working a little bit of tempo on offense today. How do you think the guys have adjusted to that aspect of the offense?
Good. It's there is definitely a tempo element and several calls where we're calling and trying to get the ball snapped in a hurry and move the pocket and do some things like that. It's been good.
You said the running backs looked really good this past weekend. We saw today them kind of split out, be using the passing game. How much of the offense is going to be like that with the running backs?
Some. I think when you have, again, trying to find the way to get your best 11 on the field, and if that's spreading those guys out, give them multiple looks, and that gives defense problems when they can spread out and they can play in the backfield and they can give you multiple looks. I think that's important.
On both sides of the ball, how's the learning curve right now for these guys?
It's good. I think there's always going to be, especially when you get out in the game and you step back, there's always some learning, some formation, some little details and things that are always going to be missing, but that's to be expected. But I think the learning curve is really good.
What kind of growth have you seen in your quarterbacks this deep into practice now?
Yeah, so after 9 days, I think Matt is way ahead. You do see the freshmen, making the progression, but you can also tell that they they just got here. So just what a difference a year makes from where Matt got here last year. You can really see the difference because he's way ahead right now.
You say you can see the difference. What are kind of the bigger points of his game that he has made progress
I think
in
just
here?
I think just the presence. If he makes a mistake, not losing his cool, just be ready to play the next play. Things like that. I think you can just really tell that he's been out there and he's done it for a full year. The way he's encouraging. I think when you're just figuring out, you're worried just about yourself and, just trying to get your job right. But when you've been in it longer, you're communicating to the receivers, you're talking to the offensive line, you're doing the little things that it takes to be a good quarterback.
Do you sense with the installations on both sides right now that players are reacting more rather than thinking?
Yeah, I think so. I think you want to get to where you're instinctive and not thinking at all. And I think just because of the number of guys that have played on defense, they're much more instinctive right now. So we got some young guys on offense that are thinking a little bit, but the defense, they got a lot of veteran guys out there. They're playing fast. That's good to see.
We've had a lot of young guys get some reps at that nose tackle position on defense. Who's kind of standing out right now there?
I think a lot of guys, Josiah, who's going to come, he was back today, so it was good to see him in there. But the more reps that KD gets and the more reps that Quentin gets, they're just getting better and better. And what it's going to do is going to build our depth in the season, and it's going to really help us.
Do you expect to get Braylon or Pellerin back full strength?
Braylon was out there today, and he ran reps with the ones and then in Skelly and half Skelly and things like that. So he was out there for sure.
Okay.
Who was the other one?
Pellerin. I saw he
Yeah,
was
Pellerin's coming out of the concussion
Yeah,
protocol, so hopefully he'll be back soon.
Is it a strange feeling for some of these down linemen now who are all of a sudden ends?
You know what? I think. What was your question now?
Well, all of a sudden, if you got 3 down linemen, basically, some of these guys are now on the edge of the line when you're got.
Yeah,
4
so
linebackers.
the way it goes is the outside linebackers become the ends,
Yeah.
and the inside guys become the 3 techniques in our pass rush packages. So, but I think when they go nickel, and we do that some, it gives them the freedom to to rush and get on the edge, because in the 3 down they're always over the top of somebody, and when we do go nickel, it gives them the freedom to get on the edge and go make a play.
I guess on a different note, come Friday, obviously a lot of those guys have gone elsewhere to train leading up to the draft. But what is your role, the role of the coaching staff going into the pro day?
Oh, just for support, anything that we can help them do. There are a lot of assistant coaches in the NFL that are coming here and using the meeting rooms, meeting with them. But just support. They've been in here. They've been using our weight room, working out with Paul and the guys to stay sharp. But obviously, it'll be a big day for a lot of those guys, and there should be a huge crowd, and it should be a great day for Ole Miss football with all the GMs and head coaches and assistant coaches that'll be here. It'll be a good day for Ole Miss football.